welcome to another episode of Cars Corner. We are here at Patio 44 in Gulfport. Thank you so much to the owners here for allowing us to be here in the private room. I have a very special guest. Last night, some of you know, I was in Hattiesburg, Mississippi at a huge event, the Cinco de Mayo box night at the center at Forest County. And I have the man behind the mastermind behind all of this and behind JB Boxing Promotions and JB Boxing and Fitness, and his name is Joshua Brown. What's up, dude? What's up, dude?
I've been waiting on this interview since 2021, man.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I feel good. Little tired from last night from the interview.
Yeah.
But hey, we here now. As I told you before, nothing is off limits.
Okay.
You can ask me anything you want. We can talk about whatever. Only you get the top exclusive.
Y'all heard that
Nobody
right.
else.
Y'all heard that right.
Only you.
I appreciate that.
Ask me whatever you want to.
Talk to me about like how you feel, like just I guess here right now after the monument that last night was. I feel like that was such a huge road. And I was talking to one of your teammates, Bree, and I was telling her to like just really enjoy the peak. I was like, y'all have been climbing this mountain for so long, and we only ever spend but a few moments at the summit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We get up there, we take in the breath and the air, and once the event is over, we descend back down the mountain, and then we, get back into the valley and go back up another mountain. So, like, how do you feel?
Man, I feel good, man. What's so crazy is everybody's just talking about how they enjoyed the
Mhm.
event, the moments. Whole time I'm standing in the room looking around the room. I'm standing in the ring looking around the room like, dang, I could have did that better. I could do this better. But however, I'm grateful. It took people to understand and do an event like that. It take time. It take
Okay.
long, like amounts of hours, a lot of thinking. Um,
Can you talk a little bit about that? Like what it takes to actually put an event on of this magnitude? Because you have your announcer, you have your event staff, you have vendors,
Yes.
you have your audio engineers, the people who are running your live stream, you have sponsors, you have, I mean, the guy who does the clap, who's keeping the timekeepers. I don't know what their title is.
Yes.
You have judges. Like, it takes so many different, just kind of looking around the event, I could just see that it just, and a coach, so how do you put something together of this magnitude when you have so many moving parts?
You gotta be focused, man. You gotta really be focused, and you gotta have a sense of calmness about yourself because, just to be transparent, um, again, I had the coach, so I'm in there repping hands.
I'm
The
sorry.
show right,
I'm sorry.
look, right before the show started, man. You know the doors open at 4.
Yes.
I'm wrapping hands, trying to prepare a transparent moment. Trail,
Mm-hmm.
one of my fighters comes
Mhm.
in and say, "Hey, coach, the line is bagged up." You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I start panicking. It's like it's kind of
Pressure, yeah.
Yeah, pressure. Pressure's real. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have enough staff up front?
Okay.
Is my team okay?
Yes.
Is everybody on the floor? Did we do everything we were supposed to do?
Mhm.
So it take a lot. Take a lot of finances too.
Of course.
So special shout out to my sponsors first
Absolutely.
and foremost. They helped me put this show together. They helped me finance a lot of the things because I don't come from a rich background. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
However, I did 3 shows before this one, and I was able to save the money
Yes.
and
Reinvest.
reinvest, put it all towards this show. But again, it's 20 years in the making, man, and I was able to watch it come into fruition. But it take a lot of hard work. People that never get, I want people to know like the sacrifices that were put in. You get what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of days where I get to the gym at 4:45. I train at 10 a.m. I leave Hattiesburg and have to drive way to Louisiana
Wow.
to go shoot content, shoot a commercial for my sponsors, to be right back, come right back to Mississippi
Right.
and continue training
Training.
from 4 to 5:45 or 6, then have to leave and go to a whole nother state to shoot another commercial, then come home and make sure that I can go home and get some rest to wake up to do it again. That's the type of work that I had to put in to deliver the experience that I did yesterday.
So you come from 84 West, right? So how do you feel like 84 West like prepared you for the life that you're living right now? Like you talk about sacrifice, like what about that life prepared you for where you are right now?
Man, that's so great. That's a great question. 84 prepared me for any challenge, any hardship, any victory, any shortcoming. Um, you can't be weak. You can't be
Sure.
soft. You gotta have tough skin because 84 taught you that life happens for real.
Got you.
Growing up on 84, about 13 guys. Um, every guy grew up in a single parent home.
Mhm.
Everybody frustrated. You got a pastor that live in the neighborhood. His son selling drugs. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got one of the biggest dope boys that ever come out of Mississippi, live on 84, no name dropping.
Hmm.
We watched him run. He was just trying to survive, trying to make
Right.
it. Um, we frustrated. We fighting. We teaching each other how to play sports. We teaching each other how to raise each other. You drop your head, then the world gonna eat you up.
Wow.
We men, you know what I'm saying? We men, these boys, these not girls, about
Right.
13 men.
Right.
So if you drop your head and you be soft, the world gonna eat you alive. So you have to learn how to have nothing and turn it into something. And that's where that hunger come from. That's where that grit come from. That's where you can't have no fear. So with these shows and everything that I do in life, whatever happen, gonna happen. But I'm gonna try my best and I know I'm gonna win on the other side. With
Mhm.
this show, we started, I started the first show with $20 and a
Mhm.
Facebook post. $20 in a Facebook
Wow.
post.
And that's not exaggeration. Like actually,
No, this real life.
okay.
Yeah, $20. I had $20. One of the ladies in my corner, one of the ladies on my team named Kiara.
Okay.
Dr. Kiara,
Dr.
emphasis
Kiara.
on doctor.
Mhm.
Shout out to Kiara because
Mhm.
she put that work in to go to Jackson State. I told Kiara I want to start hosting shows. And I was I didn't know she was gonna hold me to it. Look, I told her I want to host shows.
Mhm.
She graduated. She was like, all right, now it's your turn. I'm like, what you mean? She's like, we're finna do this show. I was like, no, Key, we're gonna put it on. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Kiara was like, no, we're finna do this. She was like, if I gotta buy a printer, if I gotta do this, because it started off with me and Kiara.
Right.
She's like, whatever I got to do, let's do it. So she taught me into it. So one day, I was in the gym. Me and one of my fighters named TJ.
Okay.
We was talking. I said, man, I'm finna make a post. He was like, what you gonna post? I said, I'm gonna make a post. I'm gonna say, how many of y'all will come out to support a boxing event
Mhm.
if I were to host it? I posted it. I sat my phone down on the ring canvas.
Okay.
TJ and I carried on with our conversations.
Mhm.
We was in a training session. I was training him.
Okay.
TJ come to me 5 minutes later, said, Coach. I said, what? Man, your phone is it's lighting up. I said, what you mean? He said, man, you getting so many notifications.
Mhm.
It's flashing.
Mhm.
I checked it. Everybody was like, where can I buy tickets? We sold the first show.
Wow.
Moving forward, we sold the next show. Moving forward, we sold out the third show. Moving forward, the original show that I wanted to do from the jump
Mhm.
was a professional, a pro-am boxing event that I
Got you.
told Kiara about.
Got you.
We can discuss the journey, leading up to what
Sure.
we just did. But we started off doing just amateurs. But it brought me back. God got the biggest sense of humor. He brought me
Okay.
back to Kiara
Okay.
to her. I was like, Key, what we about to do? And at this time, it's not just Kiara. We got Brianna that works for me. We got Rebecca that works with me too.
Mhm.
We sitting at the round table. We
Mhm.
about to do a program show because we sold out the first three.
Mhm.
And they like, you gonna do it. But I still, in my mind, I could see the day where Kiara was like, you gonna do the show? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna keep putting it off.
Mhm.
But now we just sold that show.
So let me ask a question. So coming from again 84
Yes, sir.
and talking about like kind of your accelerated adulthood, it seems like, a lot of young Black boys in the area had to grow up very quickly, so a lot of you had to assume a lot of responsibility, had to grow up fast, had to, hustle and just kind of make shit happen, really,
Yes.
at the end of the day. So, kind of like, what is it like to be at a certain place in life where you are surrounded by people or have a friendship and kinship with people who see the value in you and your vision and actually push you to make your vision a reality? What does that support feel like?
Man, it feel real good, man. It feel real good. All I could say is it's very humbling. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
For me to have a dream
Hmm.
and to know where I come from. And for example, I'm gonna just throw a rough number out there.
Okay.
The event that we had last night,
Hmm.
rough number, 50 grand easy.
Hmm.
Everybody looked and saw the lights.
Right.
They saw the glamour.
Right.
They saw the crowd.
Hmm.
They saw alcohol on the
Hmm.
table. They saw amazing entrees.
Yeah.
But they never, and they see me and they look and they be like,
And you wear it very well. You make, I don't know what is going through your mind while you're out, being seen kind of in the middle of all of the chaos, but
yes,
you make it look easy.
yeah, they see all of that. And they say, like, man, he got a whole lot. He, man, he got money. You get what
Hmm.
I'm saying? He got it all together.
Hmm.
No, that's not the truth. Um, I had sponsors that believed in me.
Hmm.
I told them the vision. First and foremost, the venue. I went to a lot of venues.
Okay.
I won't name drop the number one venue that I
Okay.
went to first.
Okay.
They charged me like the numbers was crazy.
Astronomical.
They gave me crazy numbers. They gave other promoters easy numbers
Right.
that I would have ate up.
Sure.
So I didn't get a fair shake. But when I went to the venue, the
Mhm.
center at Forest County, shout out to Jeremiah and his team,
Hmm.
they gave me a fair shake. And one thing they did ask me though, when I told them what I will do,
Hmm.
what we all would do as a team and
Hmm.
as a unit, I said we'll sell the floor out.
Hmm.
I wasn't worried about the stands. I wanted to give back to the kids in the stands. But they asked me one of the questions that I felt was so disrespectful.
Okay.
They asked me, do you think we need to cut the floor in half with a drape? I looked around at my team. I said, cut the floor in half with a
Hmm.
drape. An arrogant person to say, do you not know,
Who I am?
yeah, who I am, what
Yeah.
I'm capable of?
Yeah.
But I said, leave the floor open. And they
Sure.
name dropped. They said, such and such did this. My name Joshua Brown.
Right.
Joshua Jawan Brown,
Hmm.
the boxing promoter,
Hmm.
with the man with purpose. I know where I'm going. I know who I am. I'm very in tune with my light, and I'm very in tune with the creator that I pray to, the one that I get on his nerves.
Hmm.
And I beg and I tell him it has to happen
Hmm.
because his word says he is a God that cannot, will not lie. So whatever I ask him in his mighty son Jesus' name, it has to come in
Hmm.
place. You can't take that lightly. It
Hmm. It has
has
to.
to happen.
Hmm.
If I ask for a mansion, I get a mansion.
Hmm.
I may not get the mansion the first year, but I'm gonna get that mansion
Hmm.
before I leave here one day. But whatever I ask him in his mighty name, he shall do. Yahweh is the biggest. So I said, leave it open. And guess what? The only last note. He said, he said, yeah, that dip in his mouth. Yeah, he said, yeah, JB, we're gonna do another one. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, all right, all
Yeah.
right. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. But they didn't believe in us. So you gotta show some people.
What is it like to be a visionary? It's almost like twofold. Like, how has your? I want to ask, like, how has your faith kept you? Like how have you been able to how does your faith here able to keep you doing what you do like out here? How does it keep you centered? How does it keep you grounded? And then the second thing is like how does your like faith and manifestation you have such a it seems like you have such a conviction about like whatever like as long as I'm doing right as long as whatever I ask asking his mighty name
Yes.
like it will be given onto me. And so like how do you like just talk to me about like your belief and your faith and like how does that relate to the things that you create out in the world.
Man, that's a powerful question, man. So the secret is, as long as you trying your best, the same thing I tell my fighters. As long as you trying your best. However, first and foremost, I'm not a perfect man.
Mm-hmm.
I fail so much daily. But I love failing. Because one thing I learned about failing is I learn from my mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
And my mistakes make me greater. And my
Mm-hmm.
mistakes makes me better. Capital B.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so my faith, man, I know that I can create things I ask him for real big things. I want to. Right now, I'm seeking things that I ask him for. I'm seeking fear because the most fear that you feel,
Mm-hmm.
bigger, the bigger the blessing is, the more the bigger you can create. If that makes sense, you
Okay.
get what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I ask him for things like, let me sell out a crowd of 2,500 people.
Mm-hmm.
May not hit 2,500 sometime, but 1,800 is way better than 100.
It's way better than zero.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
1,800 way better than zero. But
So you're not afraid to ask God for big things.
I'm not afraid to ask God for big things. But I do know that the secret is, as long as you try your best, you're gonna show up.
So talk to me about sportsmanship and being able to learn from your mistakes in regard to like boxing because you put on a great show and some of your boxers put on like a show, like
Mhm.
a very good show. But not all of your boxers won their matches last night. So like how do you like what is your conversation like as far as your personal walk in and failing and growth also in relation to your boxers as well? Like how do you talk through like losses and learning from your mistakes and keeping your head up and moving forward?
That's great. Um, One thing again, back to you try your best.
Mm-hmm.
If you try your best, man, you get good results. So
Mm-hmm.
I accept my losses on the same level as I accept my wins. As a
Mm-hmm.
coach, first and foremost, I know I showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I know nobody beat me to the gym, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know no fighter under my stable
Mm-hmm.
can say they can't name one day where I wasn't early or I wasn't on time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say on time, meaning if I ask them to be there at 8, I'm there at 7:45 or 7:50.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing you got to do is show up.
Okay.
First thing you got to do is be present. So I take my losses with my wins, and um, when you do everything that you know you're supposed to do, there's no reason to hold your head down. Yes, they came up short. Did I want them to win on the card? All of the fighters?
Sure.
Yes, I wanted them to. But I'm able to hold my head high because you still won if you did everything you're supposed to do.
Got you.
God not gonna make everything perfect for you. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? Because you got to learn.
Losses are a part of the journey.
It is a part of the journey. Yes, and that's one thing that I preach to them. Show up no matter what is going on, no matter how you feeling, no matter the challenge. Show up.
Okay. This is good. I'm gonna refer to my questions. Give me just a second.
Well,
Everybody good? Are we good? Are we good?
I'm waking up now.
Okay. Okay. talk to me about the difference between, because I feel like when you and I were working together in 2021, like it was a completely different era. Your team was smaller. You are like on the like ground zero of like trying to build this thing from the ground up. And I feel like that's partially why you have a lot of support. You're like a hometown hero, homegrown. And I feel like people have just seen you evolve and kind of seen you put in the hard work, and maybe they don't see things that happen behind closed doors, but they have seen the growth. So talk to me about like JB Boxing and Fitness versus JB Boxing Promotions, like that the journey between the two. And where is JB Boxing Promotions? Like, what is the vision for that?
Okay. I'm gonna start out with JB Boxing and Fitness.
Hmm.
All right. So for those who don't know, right? Shakari McDuffie was my first camera person, my first part of my team.
Hmm.
Person who was there. Um, I would share that the man believed in me and my vision, and he quit his job. My belief and faith is so strong that I thought I'd be able to pay you 1,000 a week. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's my faith. Let's tell the people the truth. Let's tell them the truth.
But I believed in you enough that you're right that I did quit my job
Yes.
to I saw your passion and your belief and your willingness to.
We saw each other's light. Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this before we even go there. You picked me out of a crowd.
I did.
There was an outdoor fitness camp that was happening
I was taking a risk.
at USM, and I was not even supposed to go to that event. I showed up at the very last second.
Yes.
There are tens of people out there.
Yes.
I have never seen you a day before in my life. What
never
even
seen you.
made you walk up to me? What even made you walk up to me that day?
Yes, I saw you out there with the camera. I saw your light. I saw a level of professionalism hovering over you. I saw you holding the camera, the way you carried yourself, the way you stood upright. God told me to walk up to you. You had to be a part of the
Mhm.
journey.
Mhm.
So let's tell the people. So this will happen. You agreed. You believed in my vision and my
Yes.
dream. You
Yes.
showed up.
Mhm.
We started working. Me and my faith and my belief, I
Mhm.
thought, man, I could pay where I'm going, I could
Mhm.
pay you 1,000 a week. I
Mhm.
could pay you all this money.
Mhm.
Truth be told, I couldn't afford to really pay you.
Mhm.
I couldn't afford to pay you. But you stayed down, you was diligent,
Mhm.
you honored, you know what you did.
I honor my
You
commitment.
honored your commitment.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I watched you pull up. You had a white SUV then. I watched you go through so many challenges.
Mhm.
And again, where I'm going, I've never forgotten about it.
Mhm.
Where I'm headed,
Mhm.
I'll be able to honor it soon, if not now.
I appreciate
But I saw you work diligently and you
Mhm.
showed up no matter what you was going through. You still tried to show up for me. Just
Mhm.
like my current team. You did a whole lot of things you didn't have to do. I saw you pull up with your window busted one day.
Mhm.
It could have been cold outside. Your truck probably got rained in.
Mhm.
Nothing went unnoticed, and I'm forever grateful. I swear.
Appreciate you.
But you had to be a part of the journey. And however,
Mhm.
you witnessed a lot of things like my
Mhm.
downfalls and my most sacred
Mhm.
moments during all that time. But I wasn't able to pay you. And that's the truth. I was starting off. I was trying to build JB Boxing and Fitness. But after you had got your blessings, because it's a time in the season for
For
everything.
everything.
Your time was up with me.
Yeah.
When you transitioned and I continued to pay attention and keep up with you on your journey,
Mhm.
I was so happy to see you winning. So happy to
Appreciate
see you
I appreciate you.
running beach condos, whoop the whoop the whoop. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Not to
Mhm.
put all that on the platform. Saw you showing your tail, you know what I'm saying? I came up
Yeah.
with a nickname for you called Frank.
Yes. Frank is alter ego.
Yes, Frank is the alter ego. Frank got this lifestyle that came.
I feel like that's what people are seeing. I feel like people now are like, seeing certain things or seeing brunch videos, and to you, I guess that's Frank. That's not Car. That's
That's Frank.
that's
Yeah.
Frank going out.
Yes. So after I saw all that, I was still on my journey as well.
Absolutely. Which I feel like for me, it was, I felt like my life was on a certain trajectory, and linking up with you was like, I could have like chosen the road that would have been easier, more traveled, more paved, and that would have been easier to walk, even though internally it was hard in some ways. And then there was a choice that I could do something that felt fucking crazy and like quit my job and like go be an entrepreneur. And you definitely helped push me and promote me as far as being a videographer, for me to have like clients of my own while also working with JB Boxing and Fitness. And I don't regret that era at all. And it was really hard to leave Hattiesburg. I think there was like a lot going on personally, and I think that God was really trying to get me to like evolve. And I think I clung to you so closely and clung to like just Hattiesburg and like the people that I knew, that God wanted just more for me, I guess. And so I think that he kind of had to push me out, and I felt guilty in a lot of ways having to leave, and in the way that I left. And I felt kind of ashamed because I really didn't tell a lot of people that I was moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I just kind of like got up and left, and I think like the core group of people knew. But I think that it was a blessing to me to see that, like, obviously you've been in God's care and you've continued to do what you felt like is your purpose, and you have just been blessed abundantly. And sometimes we would get on the phone and you would ask me my opinion about stuff or promotions or whatever the case is. I'm like, dude, from the outside looking in, like,
Yeah.
you have grown, like, what, like, I appreciate like the honor and like the reverence for our time together. But sometimes I think like maybe I did. And again, it was just us, it was just us. But I don't know if I had the capacity to hold all of this with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even now being at the event last night, I'm like, it takes so many hands. But I'm, as a brother and friend, it is comforting to see that you are surrounded by people who also like believe in your vision and who are willing to put their hand to the plow and actually make something happen. Like, to me, I'm just in awe of you guys being able to put something together like you did last night.
Yes. Yeah, I have a great team now. Like I had a great team with you, and when you had the transition,
Hmm.
God blessed me with another team. Again, it started off with just me, Kiara and I,
Hmm.
and then uh, Rebecca and
Hmm.
Brianna came along,
Hmm.
and they just random. Like I was training one day, just doing my thing,
Hmm.
and Kiara, I mean not Kiara, Brianna and Rebecca were just like, I feel like I supposed to help you. And
Hmm.
I was like, what y'all mean? They was like, can we help? And so shortly after that, I had did a show. It
Okay.
was just Kiara and I. We had a successful show.
Okay.
And so happened Brianna and Rebecca was there.
Hmm.
And Brianna had recorded some clips, right?
Okay.
Because she was my client. She
Okay.
recorded some clips
Okay.
because she was just like hanging out. And she was just like, this is some, she saw some important things that, because she was marketing her baby's father, Joshua.
Got you.
She was marketing him at the time. So she was in the building. She had saw like a long line. She saw the crowd coming
Okay.
in. She saw t-shirts being sold. She saw a lot of action in the room, and she had recorded a small clip and sent it to me. She was like, I'm sending this to you because I think that you probably need this. You need to
Wow.
show this. And your
Wow.
videographer wasn't on time. So that's how that started. But I have a great team now, and I got three ladies that work under me, and they
Hmm.
don't they don't play. Them motherfuckers don't play.
I was gonna
Like,
ask you, what's that dynamic? What is that dynamic like with you guys now?
yeah, behind the scenes, they have to deal with me. You know what it's
Hmm.
like to deal with me.
Hmm.
Very particular. I see it in my head.
Hmm.
I think that they can see the same thing I see,
Yeah.
but no, I have to be vocal.
Yeah.
But once I be vocal, they execute. But one thing about my team, I
Hmm.
will say, they gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna do it. Yeah,
I agree.
they gonna do it. They gonna do it. The from on the table, the forks gotta be a certain way.
Yeah.
The sponsorship signs gotta be a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
The tablecloth gotta be a certain color. Them ladies don't play, so I trust them. It took a lot for me to have to accept having a team because in my mind, and I hope any entrepreneur or any individual out there that's a dreamer
Sure.
think that they could do it all by themselves. That isn't
No one
true.
can do it. Yeah.
Everybody needs a team. When you
Right.
get a team, it ain't no cap to how big you can be. So after working with you, God bless me to be in good hands. Man. Yeah. And so now fast forward, after selling out 3 shows, um, we had to go into the big stage. I shared with my team, I showed them a picture.
Okay.
I'm a visual person. I showed them a picture of an arena.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like this, it had to look a certain way with some lights. I don't want to give away the gameplay, but it was a certain, the lights had to look a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Crowd.
Mm-hmm.
I hung it up. They saw it. We tried to, the original plan was for us to sell out this other venue. However,
Okay.
Kiara, my dog Kiara,
Mm-hmm.
at the time I was mad at her. I was like, we had 2 venues set up. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So we had a venue in Laura.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to sell that venue out. I told Kiara hey, Kiara, call and handle the business, make sure we got this venue secure. Kiara made a mistake, but at the time it was a mistake. Like today being present, it wasn't a mistake. God did not want that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I was so upset with Kiara. You know I'm a whiny baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a crybaby. I'm like, man, I can't let it go. Man, Kiara, you know, man, we getting into it. You know, man, you hurt my feelings with that, man. You pissed me off, bro. This is my dream. But at the same time, it wasn't meant in the first place. Kiara and I actually had a conversation about this prior to this interview.
Okay.
So it's all love.
Okay.
So after that venue, the ball got dropped with that venue.
Okay.
We had another venue in Columbia. The show was supposed to be in Columbia, Mississippi.
Okay.
I spent money, by the way. I still have the venue reserved to this day.
Wow.
Some issue went on with the flooring. We wasn't able to do that.
So outside of y'all's control, it wasn't a mistake internally.
Outside of our control. Yes.
Okay.
So moving forward, let's just move completely forward. The multi-purpose center.
Okay.
We got in touch with them. We paid the deposit. We secured it. They gave us a first shake. Yep. So they gave us a first shake. We did everything that we could do. We put our heads together. Y'all witnessed what came into fruition last night.
Mm-hmm.
With help of with myself and the help of a good team,
mm-hmm.
we sold that joke out, bro. But my team go through heck. So now JB Boxing Promotions is formed. I told my team that I want to go full time. That cat is out the bag. Yeah. Exclusive. You only get the exclusive. I don't know how much longer I will be training clients. I don't know how much longer I will be coaching fighters. What I want to do is work behind the scenes. I want to open my brand new business.
Okay.
I'll be opening my brand new business. I'm saying it here first on Kara's Corner.
I appreciate you.
I'll be opening my brand new business, God willing.
Mm-hmm.
And once I open my brand new business, I'll be going full time. I am here now. I'm the past. I'm the present. And I'm the future of boxing entertainment. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I am the newest. I'm the biggest advocate in the community. I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to make a statement. I'm here to shine the brightest light. What is a LED? I'm here to shock the minds and trigger every human being that has a brain like myself. I'm here to show you that any and all things are possible. With the help of God, his light is shining through me, and they may see his great works, and they will glorify him in heaven. I have no fear. I have no emotions. I'm not afraid. I'm willing to face any challenge, the biggest and the best challenges possible. And we will win. With God
Mhm.
on our side, we
Mhm.
will win. If a child don't have a father, my foundation, me and my team's foundation,
Mhm.
we will be their father. We will provide, we will supply, we will give meals, we will hire food trucks, we will feed, we will clothe, we will put shoes on their feet. You are not alone. To those young boys, them young boys who will be men one day,
Right.
we got your back. To those young ladies who look in the mirror, you don't think you beautiful, and we gotta take this show money, go to the extent to make sure that we'll do whatever we have to do to put confidence, instill confidence in you guys and make
Right.
y'all believe in yourself and know that you can do and be anything by using the ability in you that God placed inside of you to create a better life for yourself. Whether you got a father, whether you ain't got no mother, whether you ain't got no unity, whether you ain't got nobody. Hey, I'm Joshua Brown. I'm here for you. I'm willing to lay my life down. I'm willing to make any sacrifice possible and lose sleep or do whatever and give my last to make sure that y'all are okay and y'all have a smile on your face. So JB Boxing Promotions is here to stay, and we got y'all back, and we won't be stopped, and this light can't be dimmed, and it's all about unity. And I don't care if you are American, I don't care if you're from overseas, I don't care if you are black, white, purple, blue, brown, green, gray. We got your back, and I'm here and I got your back. Let go, man. I'm woke. What's happening? What's happening?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations on everything. Congratulations on it all.
It was a lot of days where I felt alone. It was a lot of days where I thought I didn't have it all. It was a lot of days where I was hurting. It was a lot of days where I cried behind the scenes. It was a lot of days where I didn't know how I was gonna make it. But one thing I did find out along this journey is no matter what happens in this lifetime, it'll always be all right. God got somebody at every step. She said that the steps of a great man and a great woman are ordered by the Lord, and He delights in His way in every step that you take. And if you put your foot in the right steps in the right place, He always got somebody there at every step. He got something there for you, whether it's man or woman, stranger. Before the show that I sold out, I was at the gas station pumping gas, and it was a homeless man sitting laying on the ground. I walked into Texaco on 98 beside Krispy Kreme Donuts. I was walking in there minding my business. A man said, "Hey, I thought it's finna ask for some money." He said, "Hey, can you buy me some water?" I said, "I'll buy you some water. I'll buy you some Powerade." I bought him that. Came out the store. The man, I started pumping my gas. The man just started speaking life into me. The man said, he said, "Hey, you might be going through all this stuff." He said, "But young brother, God got his hands on you." He said, man, what you about to do, man? You gonna touch lives, you gonna shake the room, you gonna shake the earth, you gonna do all these great things. God gonna use you as an instrument. This is a man that's homeless. The man told me, he said, "Man, one of my classmates brought me some Popeyes. He was laying on the ground, he was dirty, he looked filthy, but I never looked at him with judgment. I never looked at him with an eye to where he was down. I never looked at him like I'm better than him, but instead I listened to God and I listened to the message. I listened to the words that he was saying." And that young man said, "Brother, I used to be a good man. I was good in sports." He said, "But unfortunately, I had faced some stuff and I got down and I lost my home." He was like, "But I'm gonna be okay." He said, "You just gave me some hydration, and that hydration gonna give me strength. And tomorrow when I get up, I'm a walk to get me a job. And when I get this job, I'm gonna be back up on my feet and I'm gonna help some people." So never be down or look at the situation that you in and think that you're gonna be there always. No, you're not gonna be there always. Just take it and accept it and say, "God, thank you for them dark times. Thank you for them rough times. Thank you for where I am." Because it ain't always gonna be like that. But that young man spoke so much life into me, man. So y'all believe, and again, never allow your situation or circumstance, and never let nobody tell you that you can't get what's in your head. If you think you a winner, you a winner. If you think you gonna drive a big truck, you gonna drive it. If you think you gonna get millions, you could get millions. If you think that you can do or have or be anything, then you can. When I started doing what I wanted to do, that's when my life began to be how I wanted it to be. The moment I started doing what I love, right then and there, I then began the life that I love, and it ain't no turning back. Let's move on, boss.
Um,
Welcome to Joshua.